Now let's talk about where you fit into all of this as a small business and how to use that to your advantage. Small businesses play a major role in the federal contracting ecosystem. In fact, the federal government is legally required to award a percentage of its contracting dollars to small businesses each year. This is important because it creates real opportunities for businesses that may not have the size or resources of major corporations but still have valuable services, expertise, or products to offer. Federal agencies are actively encouraged to work with small businesses because it promotes innovation, competition, economic development, and supplier diversity. For small businesses, this means there are contracts specifically designed to create access and increase participation in the federal marketplace. However, simply being a small business is not enough on its own. Businesses still need to understand how to position themselves strategically, identify the right opportunities, and demonstrate that they can successfully perform the work. There are several federal programs designed to support specific categories of small businesses and increase their access to federal contracting opportunities. One of the most well known programs is the SBA's 8A Business Development Program, which is designed to support socially and economically disadvantaged businesses through training, mentorship, and access to set aside contracts. Another program is HubZone, which focuses on businesses operating in historically underutilized business zones. The goal is to drive economic growth and job creation in those communities. There are also programs for service disabled veteran owned small businesses, often referred to as SDVOSBs, and women owned small businesses, known as WOSBs. These certifications can provide significant competitive advantages because many federal contracts are specifically reserved for businesses within these categories. It's important to understand that certifications are not automatic guarantees of funding or awards. Instead, they function as strategic positioning tools that can reduce competition and increase visibility when used correctly. A set aside contract is a federal contract that is reserved specifically for certain categories of businesses, such as small businesses or certified businesses, under programs like 8A or WOSB. The purpose of set asides is to ensure that smaller businesses have meaningful access to federal contracting opportunities instead of competing directly against very large corporations on every opportunity. One of the biggest advantages of set asides is reduced competition. Instead of competing against the entire marketplace, you may only be competing against businesses within your specific category. This can significantly increase your chances of winning if your business is properly positioned. However, even within set-asides, agencies are still evaluating technical capability, past performance, pricing, and compliance. So while set-asides create access, businesses still need strong positioning and preparation to compete successfully. One of the smartest ways for businesses to enter federal contracting is through subcontracting. Instead of trying to immediately secure a large prime contract on your own, subcontracting allows you to work under an established prime contractor that already has the contract with the government. This strategy provides several advantages. First, it lowers the barrier to entry because you're not responsible for managing the entire contract yourself. Second, it allows you to begin building past performance, which is one of the most important factors in future contract evaluations. Third, subcontracting helps you build relationships with prime contractors, contracting officers, and agency teams. And finally, it gives your business the opportunity to learn federal systems, compliance expectations, reporting structures, and project execution processes in a lower risk environment. Many successful federal contractors began as subcontractors before eventually transitioning into prime contractors themselves. End quote. A successful entry strategy into federal contracting is rarely random. Businesses that perform well in this space usually follow a structured approach. The first step is making sure your business is properly registered and positioned, including platforms like SAM.gov and selecting the correct NAICS codes. The second step is identifying target agencies that regularly purchase the types of services or products your business provides. After identifying target agencies, relationship building becomes extremely important. This includes connecting with contracting officers, small business specialists, prime contractors, and industry partners. From there, many businesses begin by subcontracting in order to gain experience and build credibility. Over time, as past performance and relationships grow, businesses can begin pursuing opportunities as prime contractors themselves. This gradual approach creates a stronger foundation and significantly increases long term sustainability in the federal marketplace. One of the most important mindset shifts in federal contracting is understanding that success does not come from chasing random opportunities. Successful contractors focus on building systems, relationships, credibility, and long term positioning. The goal is not simply to win one contract. The goal is to create a sustainable federal revenue pipeline that continuously generates opportunities over time. That means understanding agency needs, building visibility, developing relationships, strengthening past performance, positioning strategically before opportunities are released. Businesses that approach federal contracting with a long term strategy are typically far more successful than businesses that only focus on submitting proposals when opportunities appear online.